Governor, you're talking about an additional federal funding, presumably, to kind of help reopen and restart the economy. Do you have any idea what that number is? Are we talking tens of billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars? What would you like to see come from Washington?
Well, we know what we proposed, right? National Governors Association, which represents governors all across the country. All the governors are part of the National Governors Association, Democratic and Republican. National Governors Association chairman is Chairman Larry Hogan, Republican chairman. I'm the vice chairman. I'm a Democrat. We have publicly requested $500 billion for states. We've publicly done that. So that's the number. That's public, put out in a press release, and that's what it is.
What about for New York specifically, though?
We didn't get into the allocation, but the allocation should be proportionate to the need, right? This allocation, $500 billion for the states. Well, how do you allocate it among the states? Allocate it proportionate to need. You know where the COVID cases are. You can look at a map. You see the cases. You know that because you see when the president talks about reopening, different states are in different places. Yes, different states have radically different situations when it comes to number of cases. So allocate the funding where the problem exists. You're trying to solve the COVID problem. Allocate the funding to where the COVID problem exists. In past bills where they've done health care funding for quote-unquote COVID, you've seen the numbers. Some states got about $200,000 for every COVID case. New York got about $12,000 for every COVID case. How do you justify that? Well, because it's the Senate, they wanted to give every state money, so every senator had something to go home and do a press release about. Yeah, I know, but if the state didn't have any COVID cases, how much did you give that state of taxpayers' money just so that senator could go home and do a press release? Give me a break. You can do a press release with, you don't need billions of dollars to do press releases.
Very quickly to follow, the president said yesterday that some states would start to go into phase one almost immediately. How far away do you think New York is from something like phase one or even phase two?
Well, phase one, phase two. It's what he's saying is, depending on where that state is, well, what the president's saying is it's up to the states. It's up to the governors. The governors who have states that have fewer cases can reopen faster. Yeah, that has nothing to do with the president or federal policy or anything. All he's saying is it's up to the states, and you'll see states that have less of a problem opening sooner. That is undeniable and totally logical. So it depends on that state, where it is, and it depends on the numbers. And the governors rely on numbers. And it has nothing to do with the federal government.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.